So I'm back for another EndMyopia update. In my last video, which was part 2 of my EndMyopia journey, which I filmed quite a while ago now, I got my first set of normalized and I was waiting on my first differential. Now I know now that the differential should have come first and switched to a normalized after I'd got used to the differential. In defense of how I ended up doing it, I had already been doing the close-up computer work without glasses, so that was almost a differential already. And I also switched to my normalized as soon as I got the package. I didn't do the day reset, which is recommended, but just the other week I had a week's annual leave and I went hiking and I hardly had any close-up time at all, lots of nature to look at, so I thought this is the perfect time to drop another quarter by diopter. So about a week ago I dropped to my second pair of normalized. I had been on the first pair for, I think, about 3 months, but it was still, judging by Jake's advice, I could have gone a bit longer, but I thought having this week away from screens and away from close-up, it wasn't going to be a better time than this. I had already dropped my differentials to my second set of differentials about 6 weeks beforehand, because I was finding my first set of differentials was actually not weak enough. It was too easy. I wasn't even close to the blur horizon. I was really pleased about this because the first set of differentials were super uncomfortable. So the differentials, I have experimented with the frames. The normalized, I'm just going with these frames every time because buying online is tricky and I found ones that don't look hideous on me, so I'm just going to stick with them. These, okay, it's a bit of detail you don't need. I find that the curve down towards the nose looks much better on my face than something more flat, so this is more flat. Oh, you can really see my ring light. Oh, actually this one I don't mind. I don't mind this one. What am I talking about? I like this one a lot. They're really uncomfortable though. They're really, really thick, solid arms, and they hurt. So I was really glad to drop down. This is my solution. Where's the camera? Let me just try and focus on that. Oh, it's not really working. Okay, so that says D1 up there. I used a little label maker. So this is my second lot of differentials, which says here D2. Can't really see, it's just so shiny. Anyway, so this is the ones I'm up to. Thank goodness the frames are a lot thinner so they don't hurt as much, but they don't have much of a dip, and I think they look absolutely hideous on me. But, so that's the differentials I'm up to. And for normalized, here are the first set of normalized. I've worn them a fair bit, so the N1 is getting a bit ragged. Worn them through blizzards. Anyway, these are the N2s. Great. I won't wear them right now because I can see the screen pretty well from here and you see my ring light reflected in them way too clearly, and they're very smudgy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so I did them, dropped the differentials down. Great. Went on holiday for a week and then came back and dropped the normalized down about a week ago. The new normalized, I went for about half a day with no glasses at all. As long as I'm not driving, it's fine. Everything's blurry. I can't tell whether people are looking at me or the person next to me, so that can get a bit awkward socially. And I get a bit zoned out just because it's a lot of effort for my eyes, visual brain, I don't know. But I went half a day and then I put on my second pair of normalized And yes, it was a huge relief to be able to see properly again, but there is definitely blur. The blur horizon has shrunk. Well, the blur bubble, I don't know, whatever Jake calls it, that thing. Now I'm finding it's not just from like my normalized one was like the far distant horizon, the mountains and trees off over there was a bit blurry and I could clear it up. Now it's things much closer to me that are blurry that I need to clear up. But I think this is good. I did wonder whether maybe I've reduced too soon, but actually I'm finding that things being closer to me that I can clear up, it's really helpful. So I'm actually able to work on clearing up signs around me and menus up overhead at cafes and things. So I'm finding that I'm doing active focus a lot more. Not just when I think, oh, I'll go look on at the far distant horizon. I'm doing it almost constantly now, which I hope is good. I'm enjoying it. And I also spent some time outside the other day listening to an audiobook, staring at a sign in one of my pot plants that tells you what kind of plant it is. And I was just staring at it and it would get more and more blurry and then it would come really clear and I could read like all the small print that I wasn't even trying because that's just not going to happen. And I could see it and then it would go blurry again. And I stared at it for like an hour and the amount of clarity that I would get in moments was astounding. And it was so much fun and so invigorating that I'm a little bit addicted to it at the moment. Like I was excited in my first pair of normalized, but now I'm like really feeling like I'm doing stuff. And I've also made a new rule for myself with my phone, which is if I'm going to use my phone, I'm going to be like this, which is like really pushing that blur distance, like this, but with no glasses. And I can only see, well, 30 to 40 centimeters usually without glasses, depending on all sorts of things. So this is more than 30 centimeters, so it is blurry. And it also gets really exhausting to be like, oh, la, 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 la. So that also helps me not be on my screen as much. So it's been a week of this new normalized. And today I measured my centimeters to screen blur thing the day after I changed. My centimeters have been hovering. They've been like, for my better eye, anywhere between 34 centimeters to 39 centimeters, maybe 41 with active focus. And for my more blurry eye, I don't know, 31 centimeters to 36, maybe 37. And today, it's been almost a week, and I just did pretty straightforward measurements. I wasn't, trying to be like, oh, there's definitely improvement, right? I just did them straight. And the numbers were so exciting. So my right eye has gone from, hovering. Last video I said 39, but that was on a good day. Like, having recorded my measurements for ages now, I get so excited I want to record them like 3 times a day every day. It tends to hover around 36 centimeters. Today, it was 46 centimeters. And my left eye tends to hover around 32. Today it was 40. I don't think my eyeball has changed shape, like axial lengthwise, suddenly. I think I've just finally, having changed my normalized, managed to release my ciliary spasm. So excited! It's my first real sense of gain. So that's super motivated me to keep on sitting outside with my audiobooks, staring at pot plant labels, which I did for an hour today. An hour. And now I'm undoing it all by editing videos and recording videos, but I really want to share this. I really want to document the process, so I just have to make sure I spend the time tomorrow as well sitting outside. That's enough from me for today, and I will let you know how I go, and you can come and watch it if you feel like it.